The Senate President arrived at the court in the company of other lawmakers from both the opposition and ruling party to answer charges of non-declaration of assets filed against him by the Code of Conduct Bureau. Shortly after taking their seats, the proceedings of the tribunal commenced. However, attempts by the prosecutor Rotimi Jacob to call his first witness in the suit was rejected by lawyers to the Senate President, who asked the court to adjourn pending the hearing of his appeal at the Supreme Court. According to the lawyers, it will be prejudicial and a denial of the Senate President's right to appeal to commence the trial. However, the prosecution asked the tribunal to disregard the application on the ground that it is contrary to Section 305 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. According to him, the application to defer the hearing is an attempt to delay the trial, which the tribunal should not allow. He argued that there was no order or date set by the Supreme Court to hear the case. As such, granting the request will be aiding the Senate President to delay his trial. He also described the solidarity by colleagues of the Senate President to the tribunal as a contempt of the court that should not be allowed.
We are in a nation where people felt that where matters should not go on, that let us be shadows, be objecting here and there. When we object, they'll be tired, the witnesses will no longer be there, and that is what is happening. It's not only law that we need to change, we must change our attitude.
After taking their arguments, the tribunal, which adjourned for 1 hour, deliberated on the arguments, returning a verdict in favor of the prosecution and announced commencement of trial. However, one after the other, defense lawyers withdrew from the suit and walked out of the court.
Our reason is very simple. We have an application pending before the Supreme Court that there should be stay of proceedings in view of our appeal, and then the court now decided to go ahead against all judicial principles. So we felt we should not be part of such kind of a proceedings, and that is why we have stepped aside. At the moment, the Senate President will have to be given an opportunity either to defend himself or to get another counsel, or they may wish to do as they want with him.
The Senate President then asked for a month to reconstitute his team, but the tribunal overruled him and ordered him to do so in 1 week. Amaka Okafo, Channels Television News.